Hi guys, it's Nikki with Nikki Speaks, and I am back with another video. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, guys, I am not going to hold you. There is a lot to unpack and a lot to get into. So let's go ahead and get into this Young Miami and Tyla mess, okay? So recently, Young Miami dropped her song, her new single, Tea Time. And fans are saying that Tyla is throwing a major shade, okay? So if you guys remember, last year, Young Miami came out and accused Tyla of taking inspiration from her unreleased song, Take Me to Chanel. Miami said that she played that song for Tyla at a private event, and then months later, here Tyla is previewing her new song entitled Chanel. Well, since then, Miami's song is still unreleased, but Tyla has released her song and it's becoming one of her biggest hits here in the United States. It's climbing a Billboard and it's doing really well. I'm going to include those tweets from Miami here so that you guys can go back through them and read through them. But listen, she was very pointed in calling out Tyla. Tyler really had no response at that time. I guess her response was her song just doing better. But this is my take on this, and then we'll kind of move it along to what's going on now. My take on the situation is Young Miami has been in the game for a minute. So playing your music or your song that you're about to release for someone that's not in your camp is always going to be tricky. The flip side of that was Miami was actually teasing that song for close to a year before Tyla put out her song. Now, if we go back on the other side of things, Tyla's song Chanel and Miami's song Take Me to Chanel sound absolutely nothing alike. Same concept there, but they sound nothing alike. Now, my overall opinion on the entire situation is I feel as though Tyla was a little, she was a little not underhanded, but it says a lot to me about her character because if you're playing me a song, your song that's about Chanel, and I know that I have a song coming out that's about Chanel, then that's something I probably would have mentioned. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not going to put my song out, but if I'm not doing anything underhanded or sneaky, I would probably be like, since we're in this setting where we feel comfortable enough to share music, you're sharing your music, I probably would have mentioned that, I have a song that's coming out too called Chanel. That's just me. That's just my opinion. But you guys let me know what you think down in the comment section. Now, fast forward to now. So, a Young Miami song, Take Me to Chanel, remains unreleased. She does not release that song, but she does release her new single entitled Tea Time. And less than 48 hours after releasing that song, here's Tyla.
You know it's tea when you see them two fingers touching.
Yeah.
You know it's tea when you see them two fingers touching.
So, listen, Tyla has the internet totally divided on this one. Some people say that she's being messy and she's being shady, and some people are saying that she's just showing her support for Young Miami. One person said only a certain type of person would try to make this something messy. She's unproblematic and supportive. It really be the fans. Somebody else said, LOL, she finna come out with her own version. Somebody else said, LOL, that's her saying sorry for taking Chanel. And then somebody else said, this level of messiness that only a few can ever hope to achieve. Love her for this. So listen, you have people thinking that, you know what, this is shady, this is messy. And then you have some people thinking that, you know what, this is just them burying a hatchet because listen, Young Miami came out and tweeted 3 times about this. It may have even been more. She said, even Tyla fingers touching. I'm really that B for real. Ain't no denying it. She also did the little 2 finger emoji on a few tweets that were posting Tyla's video, her TikTok video. So listen, to me, it's giving. Initially, I thought she was giving me props, but then after I looked at this is giving more, oh, she's trying to throw shade. So let me just remind y'all that I'm that B. That's what I took from this. But you guys drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Do you think that Tyla was throwing shade or she was just supporting Miami, young Miami? Do you think that, young Miami recognized that she was throwing shade and she was being a little shady with her? I'm that be for real. Or do you think that, hey, it was just simply support and Miami accepted it as such? Drop your comments down in the comment section and we're going to go ahead and move right into the next topic. So let's go ahead and get right into this Olandria, Nick, and Lil Baby drama, okay? So as we all know, Olandria is or was a fan favorite from Love Island. Since then, her fame, her success has kind of skyrocketed. She is not just Insta famous, but listen, she has her own stan community. She models, and there's a lot of other different things that she does now or do now, but she is very popular. And with that being said, she's attending a lot of the major events, a lot of the red carpets. Well, Alendria dropped a photo dump of, I guess, her recent red carpet events or just recent events that she went to, which included All Star Weekend. She did attend that game. And listen, the pictures were fire. She's a doll. And the song choice that she used, in my opinion, was perfect. She decided to use Lil Baby's Trendsetter as her song on that particular caption, and I thought it was just perfect. Well, what caused a lot of commotion was not just the fact that Little Baby did comment under her photos with the fire emojis, but that her boyfriend, Nick, who's also a fellow Love Island alum, he responded to Little Baby's fire emojis with I hate young boy. Now, while a lot of people speculated that Nick was just simply trolling, others pointed out the fact that NBA Youngboy's song I Hate Young Boy is viewed as a diss toward Lil Baby. So listen, I for one don't think it was entirely a troll at all. I think that Nick was pretty much marking his territory, letting any and everyone know that listen, this is mine. Well, Lil Baby did respond and he said, never heard of her or him. She used my song and I comment on all the girls who I see use Mrs. Trendsetter. Thank you to the fire women who make the content to my music. So listen, Lil Baby said, I don't know him, I don't know her, I don't know y'all. Listen, don't be coming for me. And this was after a lot of fans started coming at Lil Baby for leaving the fire emojis, pretty much assuming that he was trying to shoot his shot at Alandria. And why wouldn't he? She's gorgeous. But he's letting the people know that, hey, I don't know her, I don't know him. Now, a lot of fans, because again, keep in mind, as I stated before, Olandria does have her own stan community, okay? A lot of them pointed out that, okay, he don't know her, but weren't they in the same Raising Cane's suite for the Super Bowl? But he don't know her. So listen, I don't know how true that is. I was not able to find any footage or anything tying him to that Raising Cane suite, but a lot of people said that although Raising Cane's did not post him like they posted everyone else, he did post himself in that suite with his son. So he would have to at least come in contact with Olandria. That's what the people are saying. I don't know. I don't know, but that's what they are saying. Now, as you can see here, I have included a clip of Raising Cane's. I've included a clip of their post for the Super Bowl, and they have a list of all of the celebs in their suite. They even have a cute little video where they've done a montage of everyone coming in, the CEO greeting them. And again, Lil Baby was not there. But at any rate, in my opinion, this is how I see it. I definitely see that Lil Baby put the fire emojis there intentionally. He most likely he has seen Olandria. She's been going viral everywhere. I mean, she's been on every red carpet too. I think she was on the red carpet for the Grammys, the Oscars. She's very, very popular. So I do think it's really unlikely that he's never heard of her. Maybe he didn't know that she was tied to someone. Listen, I don't know. But I think the fire emojis there was to kind of let her know that, hey, I see you. I peep you because let's be honest, he's not leaving those fire emojis on every single woman with over 1 million followers that post his song. It's not happening. I haven't seen it. But again, you guys let me know what you think down in the comment section. Do you think Lil Baby was shooting his shot? Do you think Nick was letting him know that, hey, not over here? Or do you think it was all innocent on all ends and it was Nick trolling? It was just all in good fun and that was the end of it. Drop your comments down in the comment section and we're going to move right into JT and Tiffany from America's Next Top Model. Okay, guys. So, as we all know, the documentary regarding America's Next Top Model, where there's a lot of controversy surrounding Tyra Banks, who was the host and creator of that show, has been going viral for the past week. Now, me personally, I have not looked at the documentary yet, just because I loved America's Next Top Model. And I don't want to see, I'm not ready to see everything that comes along with everything that was going on behind the scenes, but that's just me. I've never really been a huge Tyra fan. I was more so a fan of the show. You could see it doesn't take a lot to see how fake Tyra was. Even on her talk show, you can kind of see that there was a level of not being authentic, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion on that. But with that being said, that documentary has been going viral, and a lot of people have been talking about the things that are coming out in that documentary. And that includes celebrities, that includes influencers. Every single person that you can think of is talking about that documentary. Well, JT took to her Instagram story and she said, singling Tyra out like it wasn't a whole panel. So listen, that was pretty much her standing in solidarity of Tyra, or pretty much her saying that, you know what, it wasn't all Tyra. And again, I haven't seen the documentary. If you guys have, let me know down in the comments, but I have not seen the documentary. So I can't give just my full take on that portion of who I think is right or who I think is wrong in that situation. But it looks like pretty much what JT is saying is, listen, it wasn't just Tyra, it was everyone. Well, one of America's Next Top Models, one of the alums, Tiffany, who has been very, very vocal over the years about her disdain for Tyra Banks and her experience on the show, she's, pretty much said that Tyra Banks was a bully. Well, she saw this particular post of JT's because it was making its rounds on all of the blogs. And listen, she was not here for it, okay? She read JT down, okay? This is what she had to say. She added JT and said, I understand, but what I don't understand is why you be talking all that money talk and broke. I know you struggling right now and your music trash, but baby, Tyra was fake and pretended to care about us black girls, but she didn't. How she love us, but wouldn't even get the right people to do black girls' hair and makeup. She was a bully and fake, just like I hear your weird is. Period. And once again, I say your music horrible, like real bad. Carry on. So listen, that almost is giving that she knows JT. There's already some animosity with JT because look, she went in. She talked about everything from JT's music to her being broke. She did not hold back. And that came off as it wasn't just about America's Next Top Model and JT's opinion on the documentary, but it came off as these two girls have crossed paths before. That's just my opinion. But you guys let me know what you think down in the comment section. Again, I don't have an opinion on the documentary per se because I have not watched it. I will say this, you can't tell people what their experience is. You can absolutely have an opinion, but for you to go public with that opinion, pretty much contradicting what other people's experience is, people who have actually lived that particular experience, I think that is kind of taking it to another level. I think opinions behind closed doors on people's experience is totally different than vocalizing or verbalizing them publicly. So that's what I will say about JT actually coming to the internet and taking up for Tyra against a lot of the things that people are saying, because it's not just the general public responding to the documentary. Once the documentary came out, what I did notice was a lot of the alum from that show, they are also speaking out about their experience. So that's what I will say. But you guys let me know what you think. Drop your opinions down in the comment section. Let me know if you think that Tiffany was just, I mean, if she's hurt and she just took it too far with JT. Let me know if you think JT should have said anything to begin with. And I will talk to you guys on the next video.